Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And it's second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Bass is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. To try again after the sack. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it, and they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Completes it to Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Hines. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now a 2nd down and 6. Allen gonna throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the middle with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Herbert. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert on 1st down now. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game. even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run with Hines. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On play action, Allen. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Allen to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. Trucks over him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And Allen's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
79 yards on the ground for him so far.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.